BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of JobSite Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the JobSite Route Network. Yes, it's funny. It's very funny. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys had a very relaxing weekend. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Gateway experience, which is, of course, the series of audio files produced by the Monroe Institute. The Monroe Institute, of course, is the product of Mr. Robert Monroe, who I believe it was the creator of binaural beats, the binaural beat cocktails that comprise the Gateway experience, provide an experience of self-discovery up to and including the ability, gaining the ability to induce an out-of-body experience at will. I know this sounds very, very strange and unbelievable, but it is true. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over a couple of documents. Actually, I think I had already gone over the beginning document, manual for the Gateway process, the Gateway experience. But what I'm going to go over now is number 2. This is, let me see if I can get it on my screen here. And there we go. Gateway number 2. Bear with me, people. Some mild technical difficulties. Now, this is a document that I couldn't download, but I could only view online. So you're going to have to see all of the other things that go with it. All right. So oh, that water is so good. All right, so here we go. This is the Gateway Intermediate Workbook. I'm going to go over some of this, and I'm going to describe kind of what I'm going through because I've been listening to the Gateway audio files recently, and I am on the in the process because it's a gradual process, and you can't just listen to one audio file. You have to go through the different audio files to get all the way to the state of Focus 12 and beyond Focus 12 to really get the most out of the program. But we're going to go over what we have here. The material contained herein is intended for the personal and private. Okay. Now, this is the first affirmation. I think I've gone over the first affirmation before on the previous video, but we're going to go over the first affirmation. This is something that people say when they're in the process of going through this. Now, full disclosure, I'm going to let you guys know I have had some assistance with the by the therapies that I perform at the BiomedRx Health Center. As you can see here, this is an electroencephalographic amplifier, an EEG amplifier, and I do a lot of neurofeedback therapy and a lot of neurofeedback training on myself, especially in the higher frequencies in the gamma zone. Synchronizing the hemispheres of my brain. This training does help one when you're trying to achieve these higher states of synchrony, of hemispheric synchronization that is accomplished with the Gateway. Not necessary, but helpful. Not necessary. If you only have access to the Gateway audio files, then by all means practice with them. But use all of them. Okay, I had a friend of mine try to, make an assumption about what the frequencies were that the binaural beats of the Gateway were training you toward, and that's not really a question that you can answer honestly with just one frequency. First of all, each audio file is a cocktail of frequencies, a cocktail of binaural beat frequencies, and the cocktails change as you advance from one file to the next, and you reach different levels of focus, higher levels of focus, or maybe we would say deeper levels of focus. Another tool that I've been using, you can see here, is the Mind Alive David Delight Pro. These are brain entrainment devices that include audio-visual brain entrainment, as well as what these ear clips are for,
CES, cranial electrotherapy stimulation. You put these ear clips on your earlobes, and a very mild, calibrated pulse of not only one but several frequencies are delivered to the brain, and this stimulates the brain to produce norepinephrine, epinephrine, and most importantly, serotonin. So good production of serotonin and a healthy pineal gland, I believe, are also important for trying to achieve any real sense of success in the gateway process. We use fluoridated toothpaste, and we have fluoride in our water, and even if you avoid drinking tap water, the drinks that you get when you buy drinks anywhere are going to be made with ice that was made from frozen tap water. So you're going to consume a little bit of fluoride. Therefore, you're going to have a little calcification of your pineal gland. So you can cleanse that with haritaki, Haritaki, haritaki being the dried pulp of the fruit of the Terminalia chibula plant. I've spoken about this on many videos. But let's get to the first affirmation. In the first affirmation, you say in your mind, and you say to yourself, I am more than my physical body. Because I am more than physical matter, I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world. Therefore, in these exercises, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and to those who follow me. Also, during these exercises, I deeply desire the help and cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experience is equal or greater than my own. I ask their guidance and protection from any influence or any source that might provide me with less than my stated desires. I now protect myself as may be needed from such influence and reject any source that may restrain me from my stated desires. Now, this is a pretty powerful statement, right? That's a pretty powerful affirmation. But what happens as you go through listening to the tapes, listening to the audio files, and you can find these audio files on YouTube. I don't recommend, bootlegging, but there are playlists that contain the gateway audio files contributed by many YouTubers. The second affirmation, I open this channel of communication only to those whose knowledge, wisdom, development, and experience is equal to or greater than my own. I restrict such contact and communication to constructive purpose and reject all other. I open such channel only when I so consciously desire. At all other times, it will remain closed. See, this explores the power of intent, and the power of your intention, meaning the power of your soul, the power of your immortal soul, that which existed before you obtained this meat suit, this physical body, and that which will continue to exist after you pass or transition out of this physical plane of reality. And I wanted to go through, all of this. A lot of these things that we're talking about right now, as you start each exercise, do your resonant breathing. Resonant breathing is basically taking deep breaths and humming. You can say Om, or you can say Ah on the breath, on the way out, right? And this will help you get into the vibrational state that will help you to slide into focus 10, focus 4, focus 6, focus 10, focus 12, focus 15, and so on. The different levels of focus will empower you to do different things. Okay, that's where we're going to get to further on down here. Okay, you can reach focus 10 from consciousness. Relax deeply in lying down or sitting down position. Feel yourself drifting into deep relaxation. When you can drift down no more, say to yourself in an exhale 2. And you keep on going until you reach 10. Now, I recommend doing this exercise. I'm talking to you right now at a Sunday evening. I recommend doing this exercise on the weekend when you have the ability to sleep late and when you have the ability to sleep in, because you can only really get into focus 10, I believe, most effectively after your brain is well rested, well rehydrated, and you're not going to fall asleep as a result of trying to reach a deeper level of focus through this relaxation. You'll learn to understand what I'm talking about as you do it. Now, we talk about the EBT, the energy bar tool. Of course, that's kind of funny because, EBT is food stamp card or whatever. But the energy bar tool is very important because you can use this energy bar tool and actually get rid of certain physical problems or physical illnesses that you may have in your body. And it's very important to be able to do that, to use the energy bar tool. And the living body map as well. It is a very good exercise for healing yourself, for healing the various systems of your physical body. This is a journey that you have to take physically as well as mentally. Don't think that just because you're going to be lying down listening to audio files that you're going to get the most benefit from it just by doing that alone. Just like I talked to you about clearing the pineal gland, cleansing your pineal gland with haritaki, exercising your pineal gland with cranial electrotherapy stimulation, and also, in previous videos, I spoke about the benefits of taking Ormus, monatomic gold. Ormus also helps the two hemispheres of the brain to work in synchrony with each other much more easily. So this is something that you may want to take. It actually, if you take it on a regular basis, after about 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to notice an increase in your psychic abilities, believe it or not. So I highly recommend taking Ormus while doing the gateway process as well. But this is a physical process as well as a spiritual process. You're going to want to purify your body. You're going to want to drink a lot of water. You're going to want to avoid drugs and alcohol, of course. With all of my videos, I tell you to avoid drugs and alcohol. But so you want to do that. You want to balance, cleanse, and recharge your emotional body map. Okay, you want to perceive distant events and people. That's called remote viewing. Now, when you're in Focus 10, believe it or not, is more powerful than you think. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'm just going to go into Focus 10, and that's the beginning stages or the lighter stages of focus. But not necessarily the out-of-body state. No, you can perceive, you can remote view in Focus 10. And what you view about yourself, I believe, is the most impactful in Focus 10. It's the things that, you are confronted with your own consciousness. At the Monroe Institute, they like working with people from a pure base or a clean base. This means a person that is not affected at all, this is what I guess Scientologists would call a clear, a person that's not affected at all with any emotional baggage. Now, it's kind of hard to find people who haven't been banged around a little bit, especially in today's day and age, especially, with our level of social evolution and understanding of child rearing techniques. But take the plunge, do the gateway experience. And in the process, when you get to Focus 10, you're going to find yourself confronting a lot of emotional crap that's already inside of you. You're going to find yourself dealing with a lot of your own unresolved and unprocessed information and data. This is your consciousness. You're just looking at your own consciousness like you're looking at yourself in a spiritual or a cosmic mirror. Deal with it. You can either process it now or make a note to process it at another time. But it is something that you can see, you can observe. You may find yourself feeling on a conscious level over the following couple of days or whatever. Go with it, flow with it, let it come and pass through you, and realize that you can actually float around it and still continue your journey. But what they're saying here is to perceive distant events and people, remote viewing. Go to Focus 10. Charge your EBT card. Charge your energy bar tool with bright, fresh, new energy. Place one end of your energy bar tool close to your center of consciousness. With that end still close to you, stretch the energy bar tool out until the other end is at the person or event you wish to perceive. Then let the energy from the far end of your EBT flow through the bar and into your conscious awareness. With practice, this becomes an excellent method for distant viewing and for sending messages to another person. Be careful with this, okay? A lot of people may be tempted to abuse this ability, especially in the romantic realm. I'm just saying, okay? Now, how to get to Focus 12 and return. This is awareness expansion. This is when you start getting into what they call the thought bubble or the thought balloon. You're going to find yourself accessing knowledge that you already had, but your ability to access it, or maybe your confidence with which you may have the ability to recall this information, is going to be a lot greater. It's kind of like what happened to Bradley Cooper on the movie Limitless. You're going to find an energy bubble. You're going to also, it's also going to change your understanding of human epistemology, of how we learn, in that you're going to, if today you think of your brain as a computer, once you discover Focus 10 and Focus 12, you will learn to understand that that computer is online. In other words, that your brain is actually not only a processor, but an antenna and a receptor to an infinite pool of knowledge that exists. Some call it the infinite, some call it God. But you will definitely learn to open and hone that connection. When you have reached a stable and deep level of Focus 10, you will find yourself beginning to get the charged feeling of Focus 12. This is the vibration feeling. The mind becomes more awake, but in a different way. When you feel this beginning to happen, say 11. After a while, as the feeling strengthens, say 12. You will notice that the state becomes stronger and stronger. The more you exercise, the stronger the state becomes. If you find that it does not naturally come out of Focus 10, then you need to exercise the Focus 10 level more. Focus 10 is the key to the whole system. To return from Focus 12, simply put out the desire to come back and slowly count from 12 to 10 and from 10 to 1. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory, right? Excuse me. What does this look like in the real world? You're just focusing. You're just relaxing. If any of you have studied not hypnosis. Well, self-hypnosis is good, a good reference, but also meditation, just simple meditation. The deeper you can relax, the more you can deliberately relax, be it consciously relaxing your body parts from your eyebrows to your jaw, all the way, one at a time through your body, through your shoulders, through your elbows, through your abdomen, doing it from one chakra to another, relaxing your whole body and varying to varying degrees over and over again until you reach a complete state of relaxation. This is no different than that, except now you can use the audio files to help your mind reach higher states of focus as your body is going into these deeper states of relaxation. What also happens is, of course, the binaural beats are designed to relax the left hemisphere while exciting the right hemisphere, and even up your the energy between the hemispheres to allow hemispheric synchronization to occur more easily, and also to change the way your heart beats so that you don't have an echo, a rhythmic echo at the bifurcation point where your renal artery divides into your femoral arteries into your legs. So this, just a little warning out there, may make you wake up with kind of puffy ankles or swollen ankle muscles. That's not unheard of in this. Okay, so problem solving, questions and answers. In consciousness 1, think of a specific problem or question, like, hey, I need to make some more money or whatever. I'm just giving you some examples. The more specific you are, the better. Then go to focus 12, concentrate on that problem or question and your desire for an answer. Then release the concentration and notice visual images, words, sensations, or thought forms that come. Now, when they're saying that last sentence, release the concentration and notice visual images, words, sensations, or thought forms that come. This may happen immediately when you release that focus, release the concentration, or it may happen later on. I like to do the gateway files before going to bed and after waking up, especially if I have a very busy day like I do scheduled tomorrow. But to each his own. You may find these images or these answers to the problems, the solutions to your problems, in the dreams that occur in your sleep after doing the exercise. Don't rush yourself. The key to this is to stay relaxed and not to rush yourself. Okay? Focus 12 clock exercise. Go to focus 12 and imagine a clock with your consciousness in its center, then 3 to your right, 9 to your left, etc. Send your consciousness in the various direction indicated by the numbers of the face of the clock. Then swivel the clock 90 degrees so that the 3 is in front of you, then the 9 behind you, etc. Continue exploration, guiding again by the number on the clock. Observe closely what you perceive at each point. Okay? Now, that's for simply observing things outside of the space-time continuum that we are in right now. We already know how to do the resonant energy balloon, how to cover yourself. This is to protect yourself from any energies outside that may be possibly harmful. Free movement exercises to leave your physical body. This is where it gets pretty good, right? Create the energy balloon while in focus 10, then practice with the following exercises. Rolling out like a long log rolling in water, going up like a stiff pole, backing away from your body, going out the head like a gas, floating up above the physical body, and there are different ways of exiting your body. This is actually telling you how to begin practicing this. And this is what I wanted to really get to. Patterning. To make desired pattern changes in your life, go to focus 12 and visualize. Think about and experience the following. Think of a build carefully in your mind. Think of and build carefully in your mind the pattern or position you desire. Release such through thought pattern, and move it strongly out into all areas of your expanded awareness. Let it flow into the farthest points of such awareness. It will begin immediately to form and develop. It will continue to do so until it is a complete reality, provided such pattern is constructive and beneficial to the purpose of the total selves within such pattern or position. So in other words, don't create the pattern that everyone around you becomes your slave. That's a recipe for creating chaos in your life. Okay, energy balance. Okay. You can pause and they're showing you can pause and read it on your own. So we see the swirling energy, exhale. Okay, the conscious orientation, the clock, energy up and down, energy swirling in all directions. Giving you guys a chance to read through this. I'm not going to bore you by reading all of this. But this is basically what I wanted to talk about, okay? And as you see, the emotional body map is spoken about here. Fair use, by the way. I mean, I love you guys at the Monroe Institute, so I'm not going to be trying to bootleg your stuff. But this is real, okay? This really works. This is a very good process, very interesting journey. I highly recommend doing it. Like I said, if you only need access to the Monroe Institute files and a good set of headphones, the kind that cover your ears, okay? And of course, they have to be stereo headphones. Let's head back to the office. Yes. Hilarious. So thank you. Once again, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I'm actually going to go back to listening to some of the Gateway files right now because it is early enough. It's only 9 p.m. here on the West Coast. I can get some practice in before I go to sleep. I want everyone to stay kind as always because kind is not only the new sexy, kind is the only sexy. And I want you to stay blessed and I want you to stay healthy. As you guys know, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. As you guys know, I like to go over this type of exercise, this type of process, these processes in depth and let you know what it is that I'm experiencing while I'm doing it. And I hope you follow along. So go ahead on and subscribe. What is that? Hit us up on CashApp, $BiomedRx. Or you can hit us up on Patreon, patreon.com/Devin Lockett. Or patreon.com/BiomedRx TV. And I want everyone to have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.